Hello guys, this is Karthikeya, bearing 17241A0385. Casting is a manufacturing process in which a liquid material is usually poured into a mold which contains a hollow cavity of desired shape and then allowed to solidify. The solidified part is also known as casting, which is ejected or broken out of the mold to complete the process. Casting materials are usually metals or various cold setting materials that cure after mixing two or more components together. Examples are epoxy, concrete, plaster, and clay. Casting is most often used for making complex shapes that would be otherwise difficult or uneconomical to make by other methods. Casting is 6,000 process. Casting consists of two types, metal and second type is plaster, concrete, or plastic resin. Now, the casting process, the history about the casting process, the general overview is given by Tim Goldman and the molten metal Gallup Hansen, and the mold design is done by Philip Pessonart, and solidification and inspection process is done by Ray Jordan. Now, the two types of casting are first metal casting. In metalworking, metal is heated until it becomes liquid and is then poured into mold. The mold is a hollow cavity that includes a desired shape, but the mold also includes runners and risers that enable the metal to fill the mold. The mold and then metal are then cooled until the metal solidifies. The solid part is then recovered from the mold. Subsequent operations remove excess material caused by the casting process. Now the second type is plaster, concrete, or plastic resin. Plaster and other chemical curing metals such as concrete and plastic resin may be cast using single-use waste molds, as noted above, multi-use paste molds, or molds made of small rigid pieces or of flexible material such as latex rubber. When casting plaster or concrete, the material surface is flat and lacks transparency. Often topical treatments are applied to the surface. A simulation of high quality marble may be using certain chemically set plastic designs with powdered stone added for coloration, often the multiple colors worked in. The latter is common means of making wash stand stops, and stalls with the skilled working of multiple colors resulting in simulated staining pattern as is often found in natural marble or travertine. Now the advantages of casting process are next, it can be complex forms and low cost. It can be done in any shapes and desired shapes. One piece parts versus multiple piece parts. Design changes are easily incorporated, and the mold can be done in high volume and low skill labor. It requires low skill labor. Large and heavy parts can be made easily, as you see in machine components such as we use dies so that to get better output. So in the disadvantages are problems with internal porosity, dimensional variations due to shrinkage. If the model is not exactly the perfect shape, we may have the dimensional variations due to shrinkage. And then trapped impurities, solids and gases. High tolerance, smooth surface not possible, more costly than stamping or extruding in some cases. Now expendable molds, green sand, dry sand, shell, investment, plaster. Expendable molds, pattern must be reproduced, new mold for every cycle. Permanent molds. Permanent mold casting is a metal casting process that employs reusable molds, usually made from metal. The most common process uses gravity to fill the mold, however, gas pressure or vacuum are also used. Next, permanent mold consists of four types: die, centrifugal, pressure, and injection molding. Permanent molds. These are made of durable material, multiple use, and built in alignment. Thank you.